So, I'm going to read this poem to you, and after I read this poem, I want you guys to tell me what it's about.
Okay. Alright? I like that.
It's not that difficult.
Use your mind, baby.
We meet again, just us two. You pull your pants down and reveal my favorite tattoo. The one on your lower back as you give me a perfect view. Your skin against mine and we stick together like glue. I can feel your body oh so warm. You start to sweat like you're going to transform. You take advantage of the fact we're alone. Your muscles contract, you start to moan. Legs widespread, flesh blushed red. You've released a bodily fluid. I can't wait until the next time we do it. I know it sounds obvious, but what is it about?
Choking the chicken.
It is from the perspective of a toilet seat. Do you want to hear that again? Now that you have that in mind. So, we meet again, just us two. You pull your pants down and reveal my favorite tattoo. The one on your lower back as you give me a perfect view. Your skin against mine and we stick together like glue. I can feel your body oh so warm. You start to sweat. Like you're going to transform. You take advantage of the fact we're alone. Your muscles contract and you start to moan. Legs widespread, flesh blushed red. You release the bodily fluid. Can't wait until the next time we do it. I mean, you know, behind closed doors, it's all you. Alright, this next piece, it's not a poem exactly, it's a short story I wrote. I suggest any children get the hell out right now. So the way I wrote this in a way that every single line makes the story worse.
Okay. Damn.
So I was eating out my daughter. It was her 5th birthday. Suddenly I started to panic because I forgot to take the chicken out the freezer. As I quickly got up, I fell and knocked over the entire casket. I rushed home. I was hurrying to take the chicken out the freezer and then my phone rang. It was my best friend. I said, "What's up?" I could hear he was crying. He said, "Bro, so I was just sitting here, right, babysitting your daughter. And I got a call from the funeral home. Apparently someone violated my daughter." And I said, "Damn, this sucks. I should have ordered pizza."
What? Don't understand. I don't understand that.
Break it down, bro. Break it down.
Alright, if you didn't follow that, I was not violating my daughter, I was violating my friend's daughter. Although I was oblivious, because I wasn't even looking at who the hell I was violating. And he was all telling me, "Somebody violated my daughter," and I didn't hear a word he said because I dropped the chicken. Alright, and alright, the last thing I got is just some acapella. There's no instrumental to this, it's just straight verses, so. I woke up in a foul mood about an hour or two into the afternoon and powered through the drowsy snooze to shower two empowering tunes, cause that's usually just how I do. I scoured kitchen counters and floundered for a few, cause I'm bound to, excuse me. I scoured kitchen counters and floundered for a few, now I'm bound to frown and pound a mound of fruit, cause I ain't found my notebook since I put it down in June next to my crown of juice. Feels like my brain caught a clock, cause I've had writer's block for a hot minute. I got limitless riveting snippets and tidbits, and I exhibit infinite explicit illicit shit, but sometimes in my mind is a silence. Then I would look out the window and see nothing but violence, like we're vile primates. I see corporate giants with subliminal advertisements and spineless tyrants with blatant incitements of violence and migrants and crooked cops getting off with no indictments.
Right.
Like, forget making a conscious song, I want this obnoxious Congress gone. How could I possibly put into words what I feel is wrong when this world just reels me along through emotions that block my brilliance? I want millions of civilians to experience my resilience, from Sicilians to Brazilians, but I just don't know where to start.
Okay.
It's so hard when there's no spark. Just a hot head and a cold heart.
That's it. Keep going.
Shall I just narrate the genesis? It was perilous on the premises of the edifice I was born at. Family lined up from the 4th floor back to the welcome doormat. There in their shared care and unprepared terror because there was a problem with the heir and childbearer. Undisputed displeasure. She was about to lose her treasure. Mom was in labor for 4 hours. Doc couldn't continue to use simple measures. Everything was happening at such a fast pace. Next thing you know, it was 6, 8, and things started to fall flat. I didn't have a natural birth. My mom had a minor C-section because I was being choked by the cord.
Okay.
Fast forward to 7th grade, I still remember the first time someone said I look like Prince.
All right, you do.
I guess I see some resemblance.
Keep going.
I'm sexy as fuck.
Okay,
Yes, you are.
But the old me since '03 only had a couple homies, like holy moly kid was lonely. Used to be skinny as paper and get stepped on mostly, but don't get it swiftly like the top of a whiskey. If you see me ripped like, excuse me.
Okay.
But don't get it twisty like the top of a whiskey when you see me swiftly ripped like an old 50.
That's it. Keep going.
Yeah, I act a fool now, but I'm back in school, man. I'm back in school now. I'm a little more political, critical, analytical, satirical, spiritual, and stereotypical, and yet it's still difficult.
That's it.
Okay.
One thing I do know for certain is I will release this burden, because my first song won't be some shaking-ass club banger. It's gonna have an aggravating-ass cliffhanger, like...
Thank you.
That's it.